finally, what we all have been waiting for and calling for and questioning why it wasn't happening. Stephanie White has stepped up to the plate in defense of Caitlyn Clark. I could not believe my ears, guys. I could not believe my ears when I heard this. Stephanie White actually being bold enough to stand on business and protect Caitlyn Clark. Stephanie White, let me find out you trying to earn some bonus points with KTV. But wait a minute, you still got to get that offense together. So therefore, I still question if you are the coach for Caitlyn Clark. But we're going to get right into Stephanie White stepping up to the plate, saying what it is. These people are using Caitlyn Clark. They're disrespecting, and we can't allow it. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification. Let's get right into what Stephanie White had to say in regards to the GOAT, Caitlyn Clark, and this entire Kathy Engelbert situation. This is crazy.
Caitlyn Clark kind of getting brought into that, Caitlyn Clark responding to it. What has been your overall assessment of that dialogue and as it relates to your star player?
Yeah, I mean, I hate it all for Caitlyn. I feel like, she's a 23-year-old kid who loves to play this game, who is a pawn in a lot of other people's games and a lot of other people's narratives, and I hate that for her. We're coming into a time in the WNBA where we're kind of part of the growing pains of becoming quote unquote mainstream professional sport is some of this stuff. I do think that we are at a pivotal moment in terms of the league's history. And look, I was a part of the very first collective bargaining agreement of the WNBA where we wanted insurance all year long, to now where it is growing and players do deserve more. And leadership needs to reflect where we are as a league. And
leadership.
And also
leadership.
So
that was a key phrase. Leadership needs to reflect where we are as a league. The league is growing. And you heard Stephanie White say this at the podium in regards to the officials. She said the players are getting better. The coaches are getting better. Everybody's getting better except the referees. Leadership needs to reflect the growth of the league. I understand, Kathy Engelbert, you guys, you're damn near dumb as a box of rocks. You did not know that Caitlyn Clark was going to transcend this league this fast. You guys were not ready. It's that simple. Y'all weren't ready for the Caitlyn Clark effect. But once you see the effect, you would think, hey, she's my moneymaker. She's the star of stars. Let's get it right now. Let's not allow her to get beat up. Let's get this together. But instead, you wanted it to be about you. You were jealous, you were hating, and you're trying to, Stephanie White said it, Caitlyn Clark is a pawn on some of you people's chessboard. Y'all are using her, just flat out using her.
Where we are as a league and also understand where we are as a league and where players' perspectives are coming from. And we have coaches on the sidelines, and Becky Hammond and myself, and of course Noelle Quinn, who was in Seattle, who played in this league. This league is part of
that's crazy.
Of our
That's crazy. I didn't even think about the fact of Stephanie White and them all played in the league, so they've witnessed, they've seen it from when they were playing to now. They're all coaching in it. They've seen it change. They've seen the Caitlyn Clark boom the league to where arenas are sold out. People actually are having dialogue about it. There are more platforms talking about it. But it's almost like the league, the higher-ups are still mentally in the same place they were 15, 20 years ago when nobody cared. This is wild.
Of our lifeblood. We have grown up in this league, and we take pride in this league and the success of this league, and we also take pride in understanding what needs to be done and in leadership. And part of leadership is taking accountability. Part of leadership is owning how we move the needle. Part of leadership is not just recognizing the people who are part of this league, but empowering and embracing and understanding what they bring. And your employees are your number one asset. And so I do feel like we're at a pivotal moment. I do feel like we're at a time where all things have to be considered and where multiple truths do exist, certainly. And I think that sometimes right now in our country and in our world we forget that multiple truths can exist. But I think we are at that point to begin to have these very hard conversations about what it looks like moving forward.
All right, there you have it. Stephanie White finally stepping up to the plate, and standing up for her star in Caitlyn Clark. I don't know what took you so long. I don't know. You was looking real oppy all year. I'm still have a ton of question marks about you. I do not trust you. I heard you throw the word accountability in there, and I do agree with you. Kathy needs to be accountable for her wrongdoings, being negligent when it comes to the refs and all of that. But I kind of think you're the wrong messenger to be using the word accountable. I watched you in post game after post game not take any accountability for what went wrong in any of these games. I watched you dish out all the blame to everyone else around you and take on none of that yourself. But can't appreciate the fact that you are stepping up and holding it down for CC finally, because it's been ridiculous. It's been ridiculous. And had you done this sooner, there might not have been so many of us calling for your job, saying you stink, and so many of us that just don't trust you. But this is a way for you to start, because it's clear you're not going anywhere, okay? It's clear all fans, Caitlyn Clark fans, etc., accept it now. Stephanie White is going to be the coach of this team next year. So she's not going anywhere. Caitlyn's probably not going anywhere. We need Stephanie White to step up to the plate and get with the program. And if this is the first step in the right direction of her getting with the program, handling things the right way, doing it the CC way for the CC effect and everything that she's brought, then let's see if it can work. Let's see. Kathy Engelbert, you are under the microscope. We are waiting to hear. You're postponing announcing all defensive awards, all types of stuff. You're doing all types of stuff to stay the hell away from cameras and microphones in this moment. You can't run. You can't hide forever. Kathy, you are going to have to address some of these things head on. There's no way you can sit here and act like this isn't happening. So, I don't know how long you're going to try to prolong this, but you're going to have to do something and get this thing squared away quick, fast, and in a hurry.
I've mentioned this on the radio before as well, but over the course of this season, my dad has gone through a challenging medical.
Let me see. Coach White on the Indy radio. Honest, this whole sentiment is how this Indy team has touched not just Indy. Okay. Salute to that guy, man. Stephanie White stepping up to the plate for Caitlyn Clark. I love it. I don't know what took so long, but hey, you here now. Get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.